Hello everyone. So on today's episode of Thoughts on Education, we have a very special guest, Dr. Neha Pandey, the principal of Biyani Group of Colleges. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming here and taking your time for us, ma'am.
Thank you, Tarunji, and thank you, Polish Dunia, and a big thank you to all the viewers of this program.
It's an honor, ma'am, for us to have you on this show. So,
Pleasure
ma'am,
is all mine.
so brief about Dr. Neha, ma'am. So she is a PhD in emotional intelligence, has done her MBA and a BTech from in CS. So she has a very wide experience in academic and corporate experience of like around 25 years in universities like Jagannath University Jaipur, IIS University, Mahadeshi Arvind Group of Institutions Jaipur, NIIT New Delhi, Yoko System Trivandrum, Collectorate in Barmer, Autolet India Jaipur, and much more. You have a really wide experience, ma'am. I'm very sure, ma'am, the viewers and us will get a lot of insight and knowledge from you.
Thank you, Tarunji, for that introduction.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, starting with the interview, so ma'am, I just want to know, like we all just want to know that you have held key positions in various education institutions throughout your professional career. So, what are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector? Precisely.
See, I have an experience of working with the corporate as well as education, but I switched to education by choice. So I wanted to be a teacher and a professor. So that's the reason I chose to be in the education sector. And what keeps me going is that education is a very vibrant kind of a field. I feel you are among the youth. You are among the children. The whole time you are with the students, and the students are the nation builders. So we as a teacher have the opportunity to carve the career of such young children, and they can make their career and make a better India actually. So that is the reason I took up to education sector. Yeah.
That's very great, ma'am. That's very great view of you, ma'am. You have having a very great vision for the country and for the even for the aspiring students for the future. So now coming to the next question, like you are in the top management of Biyani Group of Colleges. So ma'am, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
See, leadership is basically, the way you lead the organization or a leader group. But what I personally feel is that you should lead by an example. And a leader should be the one who does the work himself or herself first, and then motivates the team members to do it. So it's not that the leader should get the work done. Leader certainly has to get the work done, but you have to do it yourself first, and that is how you have to be a good leader. That's the only way. But while being in a big group as a leader, your role becomes very important, because you have to take care of the self-esteem of everybody. You have to take care of their likings, dislikings. Plus, you have to lead by an example. And when you are working in a group with a lot of teachers and students, I think it becomes very necessary to have a very empathetic kind of a view and attitude towards your students and towards your group also. And only then you can lead. Otherwise, nobody will just follow you for the heck of following it. So basically, they should respect you from within, and only if they respect you from within, they will be able to take up take up your leadership as by heart. They should be able to take up your leadership, and it should not be just by the command. So I feel you should really lead by an example and do it yourself, and then motivate your team to do the task.
Very well said, ma'am. Your views on leadership shows how far you have already brought the Biyani Group of Colleges and how far you're going to take this college in the future. And so coming to the next question, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of Biyani Colleges?
Excuse me?
Sorry, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
I think I had.
So, ma'am, moving on to the next question. So, ma'am, what are the USPs of the Biyani Group of Colleges from your point of view?
See, why somebody should be part of Biyani, or why should some student take up Biyani College? is a very key important factor among the minds of students, you know. So what a student would really look for are the various quality factors, and due to these quality factors only, DAC has given us A grade. Even in the second cycle, Vyani Girls College has been awarded with the NAC A grade, and that's a real prestigious grade. So, what I would say, the USPs, main USPs are that we give lot of importance to our own student, and as the philosophy of the college is women empowerment. So, you know, we try to teach them all skills other than academics, all the skills that are required for a woman to be empowered, whether it is to do with the academics or whether it is to do with the personality development. So we give a lot of focus on the personality development of a student, that inculcating human values, that may sound something, you know, very not in fashion kind of a word, but I would say that inculcating human values in these young boys and girls is very very must, because these are the times, you know, when you can mold a student quite well. And as they are the very fresher, they come from the schools, you know, and they join the colleges, and that's the time when you can nurture them. So our philosophy is also to inculcate good human values for universal happiness among the students. Then the other USP would be that we give a lot of importance for the research work also. Along with academics, a student also has a researcher within inside. So we give them the environment and the facilities that the students can, you know, nurture that kind of a talent which they have. The teachers are the guides, teachers are the mentors for these students, and we try to take out the best kind of a research also which a student can do, and we give them a complete environment and atmosphere and all the facilities to the students here. Apart from that, then we also have all the facilities like NCC, NSS, because these are important for a student to be in a college, because only academics will just make you a bookworm, and that is what not what actually a student wants, or that is not what a country demands. A country demands a good human being with the skills. So NSS, NCC, they play a very important role in making what a person is. And we also have various other facilities, you know, like sports are integral part of it. The girls have gone and played for nationals, for the regional level, you know, and represented the college at various platforms, and they won medals. So they bring a lot of laurels to the college. Apart from that, I feel that, you know, a lot of outreach programs are also organized by the college. The programs are such which have a social impact, which have the involvement of the society, and some good that we can do for the people who are less, you know, one less privileged or more needy kind of people. So the student develops that kind of a empathy and that kind of a feeling that yes, they are also part of the society. And we try to give these students that kind of an environment, and so that they can grow up to be a good human being. So these are some of the things that we really take care as a Vyani group of colleges.
Very well said, ma'am. Especially the part that you are focusing on the women empowerment, research, and the all-round development. I really believe that even all the players will actually will believe with this that this all things are very important in today's generation. And I'm surely that with under your leadership, definitely students will grow and nurture. So moving on to the next question, ma'am. So how do you integrate academics and research?
See, to integrate academics and research, it is very important that we have the kind of projects. So how Vyani Group of Colleges has been doing it is that we have tie-up with the very important, very popular and top-rated universities in Japan. We know Japan is the technically most advanced country. So we have a tie-up with them. We have signed the MOU with many colleges and industries in Japan. And we are doing a lot of joint research projects in India in lab in Vyani Girls College campus. So we, you know, involve our students and teachers in these projects. So when the students and teachers are involved, each student right from the first year gets an opportunity to be part of the research projects. Be it the research projects that we have taken up are all for the benefit of the society. Like one research project which is very important has been going on for last 3 years is portable health clinic project. The another one is water sanitation. As we all know that there is a lot of problem in Rajasthan about the drinking water. So how the drinking water can be made, you know, available to even the people in remote villages of Rajasthan, and how that normal water can be made drinkable. So we have projects into that, and recently that has been added is a project on COVID-19, early detection of COVID. When the swine flu was there, our team was working on project for early detection of swine flu. So within 2 minutes or within a minute, on the strip, you can just do a test at home and get to know whether this test is positive or negative. Just like how you test diabetes at home, sugar test, we just prick our fingers and put the blood on a strip. Similarly, the nasal swab can be put on the strip and the test can be carried out, for which already the talks with the government of Rajasthan are on. And so these are the projects for which have the social impact, social involvement, which can benefit the society at a large, be it in Rajasthan or be it any part of India. So the complete involvement of the student is done in the live projects, and the students get a benefit of this. Many students go abroad for their studies based on this kind of a research project, what we do in college.
That's very great, ma'am. Especially the part that you were focusing on the social problems such as the water problems in the Rajasthan, the sanitization, and especially the COVID right now that we are facing. I really believe that focusing on the social problems is the key to the success to the society as well as to the nation. Ma'am, moving on to the next question. How do you provide the international exposure to the students?
How do you?
Like, do you provide international exposure to students, and how, if do it?
Yeah, see, we do provide international exposure. For that, we, at the first level, our curriculum has to match the international standards. So we generally follow the curriculum of Rajasthan University. But wherever there are, gaps, like some technology which has come recently and has to be updated, we generally do write to universities to update the syllabus. But if it is not done, then we provide the workshops and the seminars to the students, for which we invite international speakers in the college. Every year we organize international conference for 3 days, where international delegates, the speakers, they come on a platform and students can attend those, and they get an environment and atmosphere that what is the latest going on across the globe, so that those students can learn those techniques. And thereafter we still go further. Seminar workshop is one part. Then we also send students for international internships. For summer internships, the students have been going abroad for many years. Since I think 15 years, I have been seeing that students are going to Japan and other countries for international internships every year. Then we also provide them with the global placements. And for that, we have Japanese language lab in the college itself, because many students are going to Japan from our college. So before they land up in Japan, because that's a country where English is spoken, but people prefer their own language. Japanese is the preferred language over there. That is why when the students go from here, they are very conversant, they are very fluent in speaking Japanese, and we teach them Japanese language along with their graduation or with their master's degree. So we try to give them the international environment, atmosphere, even in our college, so that when they go out, they don't feel like an alien. They know how the language is, they know what is the food culture. We introduce to them the business culture, the etiquettes, the mannerisms. Everything is being taught even in the classroom, and through various workshops and seminars, we try to inculcate those things among the students so that they feel comfortable when they land up in any global country across the world.
That's very great, ma'am. That the opportunities that you're providing the students throughout, be it like a foreign language, the foreign placements, the global placements, the global exposure. And we all really believe that providing such kind of experiences and exposure will definitely give a growth to the students to the highest level. Yes. So now moving to the next question, ma'am. You have talked about the curriculum of the University of Rajasthan. So ma'am, how do you ensure that the Gyani group of colleges ensure the best practices of industry?
See, for the best practices of the industry, we try to match up, first of all, what are the industry requirements. So for that, we try to teach the requirements of the industry, and when it is the industry requirement, things will certainly be not covered in the syllabus, because the university takes its own pace to update the syllabus. So that is being done by organizing various hands-on experience workshops, and we also teach students short-term skill-oriented courses, so that the industry requirements are taken care of. Like, you have some course in digital marketing. Digital marketing is not part of the curriculum for MCA students. Earlier it was not, and even for the MBA students. But we have been teaching this for last more than 3 5 years. We have been teaching digital marketing to students. We have been organizing various other training sessions. Short-term training programs are part of the curriculum, so that the students, when they go out, they are industry ready. And we also introduce the students to the summer internships. When you're doing your first year, probably know then after from second year onwards, the students go in for summer training, like your management students and the IT students. We make it a point that they go for summer internships, and for that matter, even the biotechnology students, they take up the dissertations, so that they really know what the industry needs are, and they are kind of have the hands-on experience. And even in the other fields like journalism, the students are studying in the college for 6 to 8 hours, and to give them experience and to give them the exactly industry like training, we have set up a community radio station in the college itself. You can tune it on 90.8 FM in Jaipur, and you can hear the community radio station of Vyani College, which is like education and entertainment. So it combines both the aspects. So that is the exposure that the journalism students get. Then we also have TV studio, because we have a YouTube channel called Vyani TV, and the students are the ones who are preparing those programs. They are doing video editing, sound editing. So before the students get placed and they go to the industry, they already have that kind of an experience. Apart from this, for the journalism students, there is also a monthly newspaper which is published every year for last 13 years, and it's called Vyani Times. The students have the facility, or they have the opportunity to prepare this newspaper. They are the ones who are going out and taking the interviews of the various eminent personalities. They are the ones who are designing various columns. Right from the scratch, the newspaper is published and prepared by the journalism department students and teachers. So that's the opportunity that the students get. As I already mentioned, that biotechnology students, science students are working on various projects. Apart from that, the students of humanities and social sciences and commerce and management also get a lot of industry projects, and we teach them how to prepare various projects and how to write a project. We have a entrepreneurship development cell. So there we try to motivate the students, we sensitize the students about the various projects that they can do, the various companies that they can start up after their graduation or their masters. So the students get complete opportunity to work under the mentorship of the teachers in whatever field they may be. The student may be from science, arts, commerce, management, any field, but each and every student gets a complete opportunity to work under the mentorship and to work on the live projects. So that makes them the industry ready. So that takes up the, even if the curriculum is lagging in some area or the other, we try to make up by giving all the opportunities to the students in this way.
That's very great, man. Providing the best of the university plus your experience, your knowledge, and Vyani Group of Management as staff providing the opportunities and efforts will surely bring the best of the student. That's very great, man. Very great. So now moving on to the next question, ma'am. Any insights how your Vyani group of colleges could be more welcoming to the students of different races or economic backgrounds? We would like to know your insights.
We are very welcoming to the students of all sectors and all walks of life. And I can proudly say that we have students even from the neighboring countries, our adjoining countries. The students are coming and staying in the hostel with us. So we give them a very conducive environment, very homely atmosphere. We have a girls' hostel on the campus itself. So the students or the girls who are coming, they completely feel very safe and secure. We have students coming from, I think, 25 states who are staying in Vyani College, and they are studying here. So that's a real, because many colleges and many, many other organizations might not have this facility, or they might not be that welcoming. But we have created this kind of environment over here, that we take up foreign students as well as students from all across India, from all walks of life, from all sections of life. Economically, less or high grade, that really does not make a difference. The students are coming, and we have certain scholarships, to cater to the economically weaker sections also. So that is the reason we are able to manage the students from all parts of the country and all parts of economic sections also.
Rightly said, ma'am. Creating a welcoming environment needs a visionary leader like you, ma'am. So that's very important for every section of the society to take care of them, because every single individual is a part of the society and they are very important to the nation. Moving to the next question, ma'am. When you first came to Gyani Group Colleges as a principal of this college, so what was the vision for this college, and has it evolved over time, or and how far it is? How far you have come along in implementing this your vision for this college?
See, when I came to this college, we had already NAC A grade in Gyani Girls College, but my motive was to even, uh, go in for the second cycle of NAC, go in for autonomous status. So when I joined, I came with the vision that we must go in for the autonomous status for Gyani Girls College. And UGC has also conferred upon the autonomous status to Gyani Girls College, which is like a feather in the cap of Gyani College. Apart from that, my focus is on the academic enhancement of the students. And for the academic enhancement of the students, the other part which is very important is the faculty development program. So we regularly organize faculty development programs because my teachers, so that they can be updated in all the new techniques, technology, and they can adapt to those techniques and technologies and then impart the correct information to the students also. So we make it a point that we keep sending the teachers for various faculty development programs happening even in the other colleges and other universities. So that is it. That is the way we go in for the quality enhancement. Apart from that, the other focus area is that we should be able to we should be able to write a lot of projects for the government also, and be it in social sciences, humanities, and or commerce, management, or science, or maybe into skill development. My focus has been that we should be writing many projects. The teacher should write project and take up student as their associates, so that this teacher can be the mentor for the students, and they understand that how a project is written, how a project is prepared, how do we work in a project. If that project is for say 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, we have various kind of projects going on in the college, and we involve the teachers and the students. So my focus has been that we should go in for maximum projects, maximum research, and give them the best academic environment to the students. And I totally keep striving for the best and best, and best is yet to come, I think.
That's very great, ma'am. Like, the great is has already come, and the more great is about to come, and especially I really like the part that you're focusing on the academics, the students, the faculty development program, and the research part. And all this, I think, is very necessary for any of the students coming to any of the colleges, because these are the things that actually makes an all-round development in every aspect. And these are the key pillars for any student. Okay. So, ma'am, moving on to the next question. Like, what you want to tell the viewers of this video about the Gyani group of colleges that you think that they may not know?
See, I'd like them to know that could be one of the safest place for the girls to be studying, and we have different campus for co-ed education and girls education. The Vidyadhar Nagar College caters only to girls campus, and we have another campus at Champapura on Kalwad Road, in which we are developing the medical facilities related courses, or medical related courses. Like we've already started with the D pharmacy course over there. Then we have yet another campus in Kalwad, on Kalwad Road, which is a co-ed campus. So that is one of the ways that we are going in, and so the students can very comfortably feel very, very safe. And that's the reason that I told you that 25 states, the girls are coming from various 25 states. So parents really feel comfortable in admitting their child here. So that is one of the reasons that girls are very, very comfortable, and parents are very they have the confidence that yes, the students or their children are in the right place. Apart from that, that I've been telling that we have a lot of focus on, as I told you, on value education. Every day in Vyani Girls College would start with a morning assembly where there is a good thought and a prayer is started. And I'll tell you all the viewers that when NAC visited us in 2016, they were very, very happy to see that these kind of practices, good practices, are still continuing in the colleges, because to nurture youth with good human values is very important. It may not be a compulsory activity, but we do it because we understand that this is our social responsibility towards the country. Apart from that, what I would say is that students feel comfortable here because they get to they get a complete 360-degree change in their personality. One is, academics is the key focus. Apart from academics, skill development. Even if you are doing a BSc or BA or BCom program, there will be additional skill development programs for you. Like for BCom student, it is mandatory that they go in for a tally course, and we organize it over here in the campus for the students. Like we have, for the first year students, we have Microsoft Office Specialist. This course is given to all the students of first year every year, and this certification exam is being conducted by Microsoft itself. That means the students have a certificate coming right from Microsoft only, and which carries a lot of value actually. So these are some of the practices which are which are mandatory, and we do it every year. Then we give what do you say, training to the students, to the girls, even in martial arts, judo, karate, because self-defense is also very important. So we give a holistic personality turnover, I must say, to a student who comes here for studying.
That's greatly said, ma'am. Under your leadership and the Vyani's management, you all have been able to embark the national presence all of the country, ma'am. And that's very great achievement, ma'am. And ma'am, here we are ending our interview with all the questions that we asked. Thank you so much, ma'am, for a great knowledge that you have shared with us, ma'am. And thank you so much for taking your time for us, ma'am.
Thank you.